You know, as a matter of fact, this whole weekend has has just been absolutely amazing. Thank all of you for putting this together, for the effort and the love and the attention to the details and all the things that you did to help bring this to pass for me. That's so awesome. And then to think that we're here this day celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ, the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus. And I think about the love that all of you have for me. All the love that we have for one another as a family, the love that we express toward one another is so awesome. But just think, the love that Jesus had for us is even greater.
That's right.
It's greater in the fact that he paid a debt that he did not owe. He paid a debt that we couldn't pay. And that debt was sin. You see, God could not look upon sin because God is a holy God. God is a just God. God is holy. God is just. He can't look upon sin. So when man had fallen into that place of sin, because going back to the Garden of Eden, when man ate from the tree that he wasn't supposed to have eaten from, then what happened, God had to remove them from the garden because there was another tree in the garden. It was called that tree of life. Now, if he had eaten from that tree after he was in that fallen state, then there would have been no way for redemption to come. So Jesus, praise God, he became the second Adam, or we say the last Adam, because there is going to be no other Adam. So that Adam who fell in the garden, who did what he wasn't supposed to do, he wasn't supposed to eat from the fruit of that tree of good and evil. His wife Eve, well, she wasn't Eve then, she was woman. She ate from it, and then she gave to her husband, and he ate from it, and so they were both in a fallen state. And then God came to them, and he was walking in the garden, and they heard God walking in the garden, and they were afraid. So then they went and hid. And so God saw him, and he said, "Why are you hiding?" And they said, "Well, we hid because we were naked." And God said, "But who told you you were naked? How did you know?" Because up to that time, I just believe that the glory covered them. They were just covered with God's glory. But then they recognized as soon as they ate from that tree and they disobeyed God, then what happened was they fell into that place of sin. And when they fell into that place of sin, then they were able to see their inadequacies. They were able to see their insufficiencies. They were able to see that, hey, you know what? This standard here that I'm supposed to be, I'm not there yet, and I'm so fallen so short from it, and I'm afraid, and so fear came in, and uncertainty came in, and indecision came in, and all these things came in to plague man. And what came in was a separation from God. God was here, and he wanted a relationship with his man, but he couldn't have a relationship with his man because there was something that was in between. Have you ever been in a relationship where you know that y'all are cool? Hey, we're cool, we hanging, we cool. You know, you my ace, you my coon, what my boom, whatever you say there, whatever. But you my girl, you my dude, you my this. But one day you try to talk, and something's there. You know, you don't flow like you used to. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does anybody understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
You just don't flow like you used to in that relationship because why? Something's there. And so there was something there. And so God said, here's what I need to do. I got to work to get my man back. Because right now, they're ostracized basically from the garden, because I don't want them in the garden, because, you know, if they're in the garden and they eat from the tree, then they're going to be forever in that state, and I'll never get my family back. So what am I going to do? So he looked at Jesus. And I could imagine Jesus was sitting there at the right hand of the Father. And he said, you know what? I'll go and I'll redeem them. So what did Jesus